This is where some big stuff happened. This is some big stuff happened.
Right
so
before the
we
ladies.
have first we have ELP for the children because
That's right.
ELP is for the children. He took off the little kid's hat and gave him his hat, and kid puts it down on his backpack or whatever, and ELP picks it up and he takes it from him, puts it back down, and then David Finlay comes over and just tosses the hat into the crowd like a big jerk. And so when his back is turned, he gives the kid his shirt and says, shh. But Kenta sees it. So Kenta saw what happened. And then, so they have their match. Finlay and ELP are not coexisting. They are not coexisting within their own faction. They're chopping each other in the chest to tag each other in. ELP
now Gato is with Finlay, right?
Yes, and so Gato was out there. Gato had a hat on very similar to the hat you have on now.
Sweet. Even better. so it plays on every level.
It does, because I was like, why is Gato dressed like a British man? What is happening? Guess he's preparing for too. Yeah, apparently he's going to be he's going to
send Rocky and see who gets out from the show.
And so then after the match, like Finlay is going after Tama Tonga and ELP is trying to stop him, and Kenta is like, he's over, I forget who he was standing over, and he gets him like, hey, like, do you see this? Like, he's being an asshole for no reason. And Kenta's like, so Kenta like looks like he's gonna like, okay, like, you need to reel it back in, Finlay. And then so Kenta, I was like, well, we all know Kenta's an asshole, so why are you going to him about Finlay being an asshole? Because Kenta's an asshole too. Then he was a really big asshole, because then Kenta turns on ELP. Then Ishimori comes in and appears like he's gonna stop it, and then he is a Judas, as Kevin Kelly says, on Easter weekend. I would like to point out that he is a Judas, and he turns on ELP.
Kevin Kelly is so good.
And then, so ELP is now sympathetic. He said, Kevin Kelly was like, he's an asshole, and he's like all of these things. He was like, but he's our asshole. I was like, yes.
It's so funny. Somebody shared this in one of the chats. They were talking about the fact that there was a quote from the manager of the Eagles, or from one of the guys from there, who was talking about their manager, who said he may be Satan, but he's our Satan. And so they had just said that. So when Kevin said that line, I about just lost my mind, because I was like,
great.
In my mind, I was going, he might be Satan, but he's our Satan. I'm like, so good. Yes, Brad.
So Brad says Superface ELP is going to be so good, which I think I'm going to enjoy it, but heel ELP is so good. But I do think
he might be a Mashable, though, where he's like the face heel.
Yes.
Where he's got that like
I think Brad said way up somewhere in the comments, he was talking about ELP and how he is teasing going to join Jay in AEW, which will be interesting.
I know where that could happen.
Double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Double or nothing. That'll be their big debut. They always have like one debut. Revolution didn't have any, so then Double or Nothing, they're gonna get ELP.
They're gonna need to do stuff with Double or Nothing.
I don't know, but is the ELP gonna come to Bullet Club and be a baby face? Because I mean, Juice is not really a baby face, but he's not really a heel.
And Jay is not probably going to be much of a baby face.
No, probably not.
Only in his own mind.
Yes, it was classic Bullet Club jumping their homie out. Yeah, it was. It definitely was. Poor ELP.
Yeah, it's gonna make for such a good G1 though.
Yeah,
like all the characters in Bullet Club right now, even though they're annoying, they annoy me during G1 a lot, because I'm like, stop it, I want to watch the match, and then I'm like, they're doing their job. Shut up.
Yes, I was kind of wondering.
It's a fun group.
I didn't expect the turn to happen there. I thought they were going to have Finlay and ELP like have a fight and the stake was going to be you're the new leader of the Japan arm of the Bullet Club when actually it's Kenta, even if Finlay says it's him.
But they've got
I was
Best
like,
of Super Juniors going on coming up too.
right. So
there
that's probably why they
will
did.
be storyline in there for
Yeah. Juice and Switchblade are heels in AEW. I definitely think Switchblade is. Juice. Juice is, and I just have a hard time seeing Juice as a heel. Not that he's bad at it. It's just because he's such a good baby face. I love him as a baby face. But I love Juice in general, so I don't care. Brad said, I'm wondering if Tonga and Hikuleo will have anything to do with the story. They were kicked out of BC, and then they were in the match and saw it happen to ELP. I kind of wondered that too, Brad. And then also, I'm glad
Hikuleo that big win. They need to make sure they build.
That's what I was just about to say. I'm glad. I was like, okay, Hikuleo is back. How are we following this up? Because this man is the one who kicked out Jay, and then you had him off TV and didn't do anything with him. So like now you got to do something with him, or what the hell else? Why was it Hikuleo that did that when Finlay is the one that's taken over? Juice is because he jumped Ricky, but you're right. I agree. He's better as a babyface too. Like I'm sure he gives off a cool babyface vibe instead of a heel better. Yeah. See, that's how I feel about it too. And I think maybe as the story progresses, maybe he will be a better heel. But it's just, yeah, he is definitely.
Or maybe he'll decide he doesn't want to be a heel and turn babyface, and then it won't matter.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
Maybe that's just a setup to turn him face because he's that's like, oh, I don't know, but I don't. I mean,
they've got to do a little bit more with heel. I feel like we haven't had we haven't got to see a lot of heel Juice yet. Just because, but he did help develop it. He did help Kenta win at Battle in the Valley. He helped him win that match. So he is kind of doing that type of stuff. So I have a feeling he'll be more integral than he's been so far. So like I think they'll build him up, but it'll be interesting to see how they do that.